welcome to the Raf and Raf Rant. I'm Raf.
And I'm Raf. We're Raf.
Raf Farispo of the Far From Vesuvius podcast. That's Ralph Pizarro of Calcio Napoli Club. Just rant about Napoli.
Let's go for it.
We're going to rant. We're going to match report. We're going to talk about the games. We're going to talk about topics. You leave comments and we'll read your comments out, question you.
All right, quick stats.
Yes, throw the stats up there. On to a nice little segment that we're going to call the Beast of the Match.
Who is beast in it for the Napoli team? Let's see.
Follow us on Facebook, Rafael Rispo, Ralph Pizarro, Twitter at RafaNapoli83. That's me.
CNC USA 26.
I want some feedback to the show. What do you guys want to see? What do you want to see more or less of? This is just going to be a show for you guys too. I want a lot of comments.
We want to rant about something. Let us know if you want us to rant about something.
I promise you, we're not going to agree on everything all the time.
We won't.
We're going to yell at each other every now and then.
Come and rant. This is what it's for. We want to give you a space to let loose so you can do it here.
Well, that's going to do it, Ralph. You know, were we boring enough for you?
I don't know. I think we were great.
Let's get to it.
No, sorry guys. Had a little trouble with no audio. There's no starting over. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties with the microphone. I said hello in the beginning. It's all good. We're up to the thing here. 4 people in the back today. Rui, Koulibaly, Manolas, Di Lorenzo, Bakayoko, and Deme, Insigne, Zielinski, Lozano. Mertens up top. Gets subbed in the 15th minute with an injury. A scary one, man. He was crying on that field. I don't know. It looked like an ankle. Hope it's not an Achilles. Really worried about that. We'll get into it. Insigne gets red carded. We'll get into that too. But kind of late substitutions with Politano, Ruiz coming in almost slightly after that red card. Petagna subbed in for Mertens right in the beginning of the game, and then Goulam coming for Rui, probably to try to help with some set pieces. Quick stats going on. Possession today. Napoli had the possession dominated today at 59%. Inter at 40%. Lots of chances for Napoli, man. I don't know how this game ended 1-0. Crazy. But we did get our red card. We did play a man down for about 15 minutes. Few corner kicks. Possession more or less even. Shots today, tons of shots coming from Napoli. 18 shots, 8 missed, 3 on target, 7 blocked. A few coming from Milan, but I mean, they didn't need many because, well, they got the damn penalty kick and they scored a goal. So really, really close, really, really close. But you know what? Let's just get on to this rant, boys. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I gotta get better at that. But comments going live. We got Quentin out there. Thank you for joining, Quentin. But I do have Rafa Rispo on the phone. Rafa, you with me?
Yeah, I'm here, Ralph. How are you?
I'm all right, as good as I can be, man. How are you?
Well, I'm doing okay. It's just that this game really pissed me off. We were watching live in the living room, and it was just it started off really boring. Very, very nothing really to talk about in the first half at all. And everything we need to talk about happened from the 70th minute on, and it was just not our night, but I don't think we deserve to lose. We definitely deserved 1 goal at least, and being down a man, I wasn't too upset at our response being down a man, but it wasn't good enough, man. It wasn't good enough.
Well, I mean, it was like I was emotional for most of it, Rafa, but then like kind of like looking back, and especially towards the end of the game, I mean, like that was a tight game, man. That was really, really close. Like I think we could have tied. Or I don't want to. Maybe we could have won, but I feel like we could have tied, man. How do you feel? Like, how does that make you feel?
Well, yeah, like I just said, we definitely deserve a draw. I mean,
Right.
3 chances that I can think of right away.
Big ones.
Was that Politano? And I'm getting ahead of myself. The Politano shot in the 80th minute that Handanovic made. An amazing save, like a palm stinging save. Yep. Then you had Di Lorenzo coming close, but Handanovic again good on the near side,
Yeah.
And then towards the injury time, Petagna did a good job holding up and making that turn, and he got unlucky, and that's the 7th, to my count anyway. That's the 7th time we hit the woodwork this year. Hashtag Legna Napoli.
Legna Napoli.
So listen, we lose. The real story is the foul by Ospina was a foul. We can talk about how bad the referee was. The referee was non-existent in the first half. I think he really just let things go.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then in the second half, he just started throwing cards out left and right.
Right.
Massa was the official. So honestly, to me, it was a penalty kick. He Ospina definitely went for. We went for the ball. He came. When you look at one of the angles in the replays, he gets his hand sort of on the ball, but it was a foul, and that's just the way it is. It was a penalty kick. Was it a yellow? Maybe it warranted a yellow card. But then Insigne, man, I know you're going to talk about him a little bit.
Yeah.
He lost his cool. We talked in our last show, in our rant proper a couple days ago,
right?
How Gattuso and the effect of his leadership is causing Insigne to be a little more, aggressive and a little more, taking charge,
Right.
And it's fine to argue a call, and it's fine to, as the captain, to speak up to the referee, but he did curse at him.
Yeah, we saw that hand.
Gattuso reported right after the match, so he said,
"Bye, Gagana."
And Gattuso also said that when he played in Scotland, he cursed all day, and nobody even looked at him. And in Italy, the referees are a little soft when it comes to that. I think it was BS.
Yeah, but
words are flowing around that pitch all the time. But
But come on, but Rafa,
Insigne loses his cool and gets sent off, and now we miss him for the Lazio match.
Right. This was not the time, man. This was not the time to do this, Rafa. It's not the time. Like, he needed to keep his head.
I agree, Ralph, especially with the injury, and that was something we didn't even talk about.
Right.
We said that most of what we have to talk about is in the second half, but the injury to Mertens is really bad. I mean, there's a lot of pessimism in the Napoli camp. When it comes to it, they said they're going to wait for the results of testing, but Mertens goes down. He twisted his ankle the wrong way, dude. Like, when you twist your ankle, you sort of twist it inward. He twisted the other way.
Yeah.
It's not looking good. We talked in private. It could be a hairline fracture.
Yeah.
I'm afraid it's an Achilles. I'm really not optimistic about this. I think Mertens is going to be hurt for a while. He's going to be out.
Yeah, man. It's. I don't know, man. That guy. He hit the field. He started crying. That's not just a twist. That's not an ankle twist, man. I'm afraid. God forbid it's an Achilles heel or something. We said that earlier too. Those are tough things to bounce back from. Basketball players experience it a lot. Those are just tough injuries. Maybe a hairline fracture to the ankle, something. But that's got to be more than a twist. Usually when there's a twist, they'll limp off a little bit. They're hurting, but he was carried off. He needed assistance to get off that field. So, you know,
he couldn't put pressure on his ankle.
Yeah,
and
that's a
not
break.
a good look. He was visibly in tears on the pitch.
He was in tears, and more than just pain too, the emotional distress that a player might be going through at that very moment. You know, that adds to that. That adds to that. So, you know, I don't know, man. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm hoping everything goes all right, but we'll see what happens, man. We'll see. But all in all, you know, we dropped points today. It was a tough loss, Rafa. It was a tough loss, but you know, would you think we could have done anything different, maybe to win this game? I mean, like, Rafa,
to win the game, I don't. I mean, listen. The substitutions that Gennaro Gattuso made, you know, maybe they were a little late. You know, it came after the goal. You know, besides the taking out Mertens for Pitania. But honestly, I don't know if there was anything else we could do at that point. We're down a man, and you know, again, like I said, I'm happy with the way we fought being down a man.
Yeah.
But, I'm not sure you could have really done anything else. You know, what can you do? You bring in Bakayoko. You bring in Politano right away for Bakayoko.
Right.
You bring in Fabian for Zielinski, but you know he did what we've been calling for: is put Fabian in that number 10 role,
right,
taking Zielinski out. You know, maybe a little too late. 15 minutes left in the match. He took out Maruri, put in Gulam, and then Elmas for Deme with 5 left. I mean, you know, I don't know if the moves he made were the wrong moves, because you see Politano came in and made an impact right away. You know, Fabiano wasn't awful, you know.
Right.
But for the time that they were on, there wasn't enough time, and it just wasn't our night, you know. And we definitely at least deserve a draw this. But credit to Samir Handanovic, who absolutely,
he stood on his head today.
Absolutely saved Inter's ass.
Yeah. He wasn't letting Napoli score today, man. Especially off that. I mean, that little flick from Insigne and Politano. I know Patino hit the woodwork, but man, Handanovic wasn't letting Napoli win today. He had a stellar performance, man. I got to give credit where credit is due. I mean, both teams, honestly, it was a hard fought game, man. These teams were going at it. These teams, I think the ref should have took some more control in the beginning of the game just to avoid any stupid penalties or any issues. But all in all, it was just a hard fought game. And
the referee was inconsistent, Ralph. You can't let it go so much in the first half and then start pulling your card out after every little foul in the second. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
If you ask me, the referee was a bit inconsistent. He wasn't the best. You know, I understand the Insigne sending off, but I think it was a little harsh as well. You know what I mean? Like I said, the words are flown all over the place. I think you know, it was a little. Insigne was a little hard done by. You know, but again, the penalty was the right decision in my opinion, in my unbiased opinion.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to like it, but it's just the way it is, man. When you look at those replays every which way, he made the right call there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just really inconsistent. You know, that's it. And we were lucky that Milan dropped more points, and Juventus also dropped more points. So really, when you think about it, you know, we only lost 1 point today. You know, in the standings, we were 4 behind Milan. Now we're only 5. You know, and
it's still tight. I'm not worried.
1 to 4 is separated by 5 points. We're tied now with Sassuolo. Roma have a game to play tomorrow against Torino, and you know, we'll see what happens
how it goes.
there,
it's still tight.
4th for the time being.
It's still tight. I'm not too worried about it. You know, we got the winter break coming up. Maybe this lights a little fire under them with Lazio. I'm not too worried about that. But you know, I think that we'll be okay. You know, just to try to be optimistic about the whole thing. We have a whole second half of the season, but when we're 10's going down, you know, we're short a very important guy now. Depending on the reports, this January transfer window might be super important for us, man. And with Papu Gomez out there, Zaccagni, all these guys, De Laurentiis might have to consider making a move, man. Mertens is not just any guy. This guy's a leader on our team. This guy's a record breaker. I mean, he is super, super important. And, you know, if he goes down, we got to replace him. There's no question.
When you think about it now, Ralph, the Mertens might be out for some time. You know, do you bring in a Papu Gomez now, or do you look for another striker? Do you keep Llorente around to back up Osimhen when he comes back and Pitania? Do you somehow keep Milik? Because that's an option.
Nah, Milik ain't never putting on a Napoli jersey. It's not happening.
No.
He's not happening.
No, but what I'm saying is that, you know, we're supposed to sell Milik in the January transfer window.
Right.
He's still on our squad. There could be some sort of piece made. I'm just saying that I'm just trying to list all the options.
Yeah.
Now, you know, bringing in do we bring in but like I said, do we bring in a striker to be a third to Osimhen and Pitania? Or do we bring in a guy like Papu Gomez now, or Zaccagni now, so that we get help for Zielinski in that 10 role? Don't forget, like we said, Fabian can play that 10 role and has that Betis and has the space.
Right.
And he can play that 10 role as well. So that's the beauty of, you know, and I'll beat this like a dead horse. We always talk about it. The beauty of our depth is that Mertens went down. We have options.
We do.
Cover,
that's true.
Mertens brings us a different dynamic. And I believe the right substitution for that dynamic would be a guy like Papu Gomez. Right. He's Argentine. We just lost Maradona. I'm sure he would love to come to Napoli and try to win there.
I agree.
It's obvious. He did come on today for the Juve game in the second half, and he played his ass off, but that's because he does love Atalanta. But the relationship between him and Gasperini is so far gone that he'll leave in January, and I think Napoli need to go all out for him.
All out. I agree. Rafa, thank you for calling in, bro. I'm going to wrap it up soon, but anything you want to say out there? Anything to the fans? We've got a couple people up in here, but, you know, waiting for some more. Anything you want to say to anybody out there? Allie's out there. Just so you know.
She's out there.
Yeah.
She's in the other room being as quiet as
Allie and the kids.
Yeah.
Thanks for the support, guys. Appreciate you. Send my love. All right, guys. Thank you, Rafa. Ciao. All right, that was Rafa Rispo, man. Thanks again for calling in. Always a pleasure. If you haven't checked out the rant from last week, check it out. It was lots of fun. I had a few topics in there. We're getting better and better at this. Sorry about the no audio in the beginning, but Ali, once again, I think you move Pitania Mertens' position and play Fabiana Pitania's position to make some transfer moves. Yeah, I agree. Something's got to get done. Listen, Mertens going down is a big deal, all right? And all you guys who relegated him to the bench, well, now you're going to miss him, all right? So, I don't know. Listen, Pitania, I think we were hard on him all in all. He has his moments, you know what I mean? And he's really out there trying, man. Give him some credit. He had a post today, probably could have tied the game. Politano could have probably tied the game. We could have probably won this game in the last 15 minutes. It was that freaking close. That was Rocco. Thank you, Rocco. Thank you. I appreciate you. Always. Show some love to Rocco. Give this guy some credit, all right? Zielinski did pretty good out there, but I got to get on Insigne today, man. I got to get on Insigne right now. I'm going to rant about Insigne because here's the deal, Insigne. I love you. I love you more than anyone. You're my favorite player, dude, honestly. But what the hell, man? What are you doing? What are you doing? You know, you can say, oh, the ref was a little soft, whatever. It doesn't matter. You are the captain of this team. You need to be composed out there. And all game, I see you like this, sulking away. Gattuso was right about you, dude. You're a brilliant player. You are great. You are probably one of the top Italian players out there as we speak right now. But, you can't come onto this field and act like that, dude, because now you're out for Lazio. Mertens is out. We need you, dude. We need you. And look what you did. So you better be sorry. And when you get back onto this field, you better shape up. I swear to God, you need to, relax. I love the grinta. I love the passion. I love all the energy from all the players, including Gattuso. But listen, keep it in check. Focus that energy to winning the game and scoring the goals because it was a hard-fought game. I'll give Inter some credit today. It was a hard-fought game, man. I'll give everybody credit. But listen, the last 15 minutes is the only time we're going to see some energy, this sense of urgency, in the last 15 minutes. Not enough. Not enough. And Gattuso, you had to change the game a little bit sooner, dude. You did it last week, right on the fly. 45th minute, changed it. You got it. Why didn't you do it this week? Why is it till the 76th minute you're trying to change the game in the last 15 minutes? I mean, come on. This doesn't work. It doesn't. It barely works, dude. Politano should have been out there. Remember, he talked all that smack about Inter, that they didn't believe in him and that he had a point to prove. So the guy who had a point to prove with Inter Milan is not playing the game. He was the one that needed to be out there today. And I love Lozano. Believe me, everything he was doing is great. But I think Politano should have got another chance today. And Gattuso needed to instill a little bit of confidence. You don't punish him for having a bad game, okay? Give him another chance, dude. Say, hey, listen, fix it up, get back on the field, and prove it to me today. Prove to Inter that they made a mistake. That's what you had to do. It didn't happen. It happened, and you saw Politano came in, man. He was trying. He tried everything in his soul to win that game. It didn't happen. Petagna tried today. He tried, okay? Lozano did okay. Bunch of hack jobs out there. It was just like back and forth, and it was a lot of roughness. The ref let the game go in the beginning, and then, he tried to card everybody. Later on, trying to control the game. But you know what? It was too late. The game was already lost. I mean, dude, you need a little bit more. Lozano kept getting hacked, didn't get called. I mean, but all in all, Insigne, bro. One, a little bit more creativity. I mean, you had that nice little flick today, but all in all, you got to keep your head out there, all right? And because you're going to set the tone. You're going to set the tone for the team. You're the leader. You're the captain. And I get you're frustrated and maybe the call sucked. But listen, Ospina messed up. He came out. He hit the guy's foot. It was a penalty. I know it's a soft penalty. It was upsetting penalty. It definitely came. It was a very heated time in the game. But let's be honest. It was a penalty. Sorry. That's just the way the game goes, man. Some things are not going to go your way. And I love Ospina, but what were we doing in the middle of there, Why was this guy unmarked? They're gonna make you pay this team. Inter is in second place, dude. This is not Crotone. You can't let up. You can't sit back and chill. You can't expect for things to happen. Yo, you gotta move. You had to move like you did. If we played how we played in the last 15 minutes, we would have probably taken this game. But no. Switch it up a little quicker, guys. Anyway. Thank you, Matt. I wish there was more people in here. Guys, if you see this show and we go live, get in here. I'm doing a ranting here, but I need you guys to come in here and rant. This is your space. This is your show. We built, we have the rant proper, me and Rafa. We do that. We talk our points, but this show is for you guys. I want you to know that. This is for you to come on and rant. I want to make you famous here. I want your points on the screen, not just mine. I'm talking and I'm ranting. That's fine, but I want you to come. So if you see this show, if you see on the replay on YouTube, after every game, I'm going to be on here ranting and raving and talking smack and good, bad, or indifferent, the good, bad, ugly, whatever it is. Come in here and let loose, man, because there's no other place. There's no other place but here, but the Raf and Raf rant. So come through every game, come by and say what's up, man. Drop a comment. I'll put you on. Maybe you got a question. Maybe you got a question that you want to talk about. Well, this is your place, all right? But that's all I have for today, man. We're getting to that mark. But Napoli down. Napoli down today. They lose the game 1-0 in San Siro against Inter. We got another game of Lazio coming up, I believe, this weekend. So, let's hope for good things, man. It's a really super tight race. So we'll be all right. No need to panic. No alarmists. Give the team some credit. They tried. Could they done more? Yes, but hey, listen. Handanovic stood on his head today. He made saves, dude. That save right off his palm. Give them some credit. All right, it was hard fought. Back to the drawing board again. Let's go for Lazio. Let's win this game. And Senior, you're gonna watch for the bench, and you know what? Maybe you need a game or so sitting there watching, seeing how it feels. So your team on the field while you got to sit on the bench because you can't keep your mouth shut. All right? The penalty's a penalty. Accept it and move on. What you could have done is focus that energy and go back the other way and try to get that goal back and try to get these points back. But no, you wanted to throw your hands up and curse, and you got kicked out. That's what happens. Sorry. But anyway, guys, Forza Napoli sempre. Thank you for those who have joined you. For the new people that are about to come in, like, hey, man, come by soon. We love to have you, all right? Until then, Forza Napoli sempre. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Ciao, ciao.